All right, Shalom. Brothers from Louisiana. All right, great Millstone, Louisiana. All right, coming at you with another live lesson. Prior to getting started, we're going to face the east. We're going to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto the hour of our Gosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hope for your life. All right, and as I was dialoguing with the brothers before we cut the camera on, we just kind of was going into what we seen, man. We here in Baton Rouge, all right, and it's on a Saturday, okay. The peak hours of the weekend, man, and it's completely dead. It's bone dry, all right, and that's just a telltale sign that the civilization here is failing, man. Okay, society is failing. It's falling apart, and that's scriptural, and we're gonna prove it. Let's start off with that Ecclesiastes.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light, or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And those that look out the window be darkened."
All right. Hey, and as we went around, all right, we did a walk, right? A 4-block radius. All of the food spots that we typed in the phone, they were all closed. And it was about 3 o'clock at that time, man. On a Saturday, all right? When, like this brother, he's from here, he said 10 years ago, this place would be teeming with life.
Yeah, be popular.
You know? And I'm gonna just pan the camera just a little bit so they can see. Jake not bullshitting, man. It's bone dry. All right? But nevertheless, these are the things that we're looking for. These are those tokens that the scriptures speak on. All right? Read verse 3 again.
And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened.
And who are the keepers of the house, man? All right? These are the people that are making sure America is running smoothly and fine. All right? These are that when you go into that word economy, it goes into household management. All right? They're the keepers of the house. They're making sure that this supposed well-tuned machine is oiled. All right? It's functioning properly. And right now we can see it's not functioning properly, man. All right? America was built to be what? A place of commerce. This place is just like a big merchant shop, man. Right? Kyle, you can bring it up.
All right, this is an article from The Guardian, and it says, "Feeling flesh. Americans can Venmo governments to help pay U.S. debt."
Wow.
So this place is circling the drain, man.
Right.
So now you can Venmo the government and pay on the $37 trillion, which we know is probably like 200 trillion. But now they're asking the citizens for money. This place is, going down.
While taking money, they're still asking for money.
And giving money all the way to Israel and these Amalekites.
Giving aid to Ukraine. All right, different things of that nature. But like I said, these are telltale signs. It said back in Ecclesiastes 12:3, it says, "And the grinders shall cease because they are few." All right? Hey, the grinding represents what? Work, man. Okay? You have we walked around. There are so many vacant spots in these different buildings. It's crazy, man. For lease, for sale. Some of them are just closed, and the windows are literally darkened. You see? I think that was it in there. But go down to 4.
In the verse 4, Ecclesiastes 12:4, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets, and when the sound of grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the birds, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low."
Yeah, and that's another thing. You have so many so-called artists, all right, that are dying, man. All right? Just this last past week? Like 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Hulk Hogan. Or what's the guy from the Cosmos? Yo, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. What's the guy from the Cosmos? Was he from the Cosmos?
Malcolm Warner.
Yeah. I know you.
He was from Steve Urkel shit.
Oh, Family Matters. But nevertheless, these people represent the mighty and the high in this society, man. They so-called made it, right? And they're being brought low, man. You know, the music is trash. It's demonic. It's polluted, right? It's on a low frequency. If anybody got something.
I was just showing the brother Kashab earlier, you know, when we were speaking on that young boy character, they had a video that came across that he performed a song that he wasn't supposed to because he was going to incite violence. Right. And sure enough, you know, as we know, he up there casting spells and spirits. But sure enough, in the, you can see in the video, man, Jake and them start crashing out, just throwing blows and shut the whole party down. But that's the type of frequency that's being pushed out, right, for our people specifically.
Right, and it's beautiful because, hey, that's what this word is doing to the earth, man. Right? We're preaching and we're inciting violence through the scriptures. Not, you know, as being malicious or nothing. It's just the vibration of the spirit. Right? It's causing these people to go haywire. It's definitely causing problems with Esau Edom. It's telling them to speed up. It's making them speed up, right, through the spirit. But you got it.
I'm just going to get a precept that's basically going into how people dealing with the music. Okay, this is Amos 6 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and trust in the mountain of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came." So back then our people, they trusted in what? Basically the heathen nation, right? The scriptures tell you in Lamentations, the 4th chapter, it says that they basically, go down to a nation that can't deliver them. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's always, that's been the MO for Israel for a long time, and it's still like that till today, right? And then I'm gonna jump down to, I'm gonna go to verse 2, then jump down. It says, "Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you." Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Okay, so that's what's happening now, man. The day of the Lord is getting closer and closer. Right. You know what I'm saying? As we speak. You know what I'm saying? Anytime now, all hell could break loose. But what is Jake doing? Basically this chapter, Amos, the 6th chapter, goes into them living at ease. Right? It talks about their beds of ivory. You know what I'm saying? They're living good. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about disaster, destruction coming on upon them, man.
That's why it's gonna happen suddenly.
Right. No.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna happen suddenly, man. Because even though the warning's going out, right, the people are not listening. All right, they're not listening. So when it happens, everything's gonna happen unexpectedly. And these people are not even prepared to go without food, to go without water. Right. All right, you're gonna have lights off. All right, this place is gonna totally collapse after a while, and they're not gonna have nothing. They're not gonna understand what to do.
And that got me thinking about, because I'm a big nature man. When I watch these different documentaries that go into the safari hunts and things of that nature, where does the lion always go for prey? Around the watering hole, right? Where they feel at ease. Right. You see, those animals, hey, they rest for a minute and then boom, the lion on them. That's just how Esau Edom is doing with these people, man. All right? These people are sitting at ease, right? Like the scriptures say, giving in marriage, right? Eating, drinking, okay? Hey, they're at the watering hole and don't even know there's a lion, right, that's stalking them, man.
Where we at? I got one more. Okay. And this was going into what you were saying about the people that have music. Yep. It said this verse 5. It says, "That chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves instruments of music like David." But like I said, the point of the chapter is the Lord's going to specifically, target those people that are artists. They're into music, man. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much since the jabby jab, you know what I'm saying? Basically since 2020, the Lord's knocked off all kinds of artists since that time frame.
You're right, bro.
But yeah.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
You got your 3 something, right?
All right, Mark 13:25. And the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken, man. And those stars, right, the stars going into all those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. And it also goes into these stars, man. All right, these celebrities, man. All right, they're falling, man. All right, Hulk Hogan, he was like the American man, and he's falling. All right, because he's dead, man. And that's just a symbol that symbolizes America, the state of America falling. Like they had a black lady singing the Pledge of Allegiance, and she just gave out, man, and collapsed on the floor.
Yep, I've seen that.
That's another similarity to America. Yep. This place is going down, and it's clear to see. If you can't see it right now, the Lord ain't dealing with you.
Hey, you got that what that place at in Hollywood where they got the actual the stars on the ground. Yeah, that's engraved in the ground. Hey, what that's called? I forgot, but yeah, the Walk of Fame. Hey, when you see videos of the Walk of Fame, man, this is totally depleted, man. Right? You got homeless, it's dirty, right? And I can imagine it smell bad, you know. But that just show you, like this brother was saying, the state of America is decrepit, man. Yep. Right? But you can grab this from the show.
This is Matthew 11:17. And it says, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
That's right. We're piping, and these people are not dancing. They'd rather listen to, like the brother said, Young Boy. Okay? They'd rather listen to Sexy Red. All right? You even got those, our own grandfathers and grandmothers listening to that one guy, man, I forget this. I don't be knowing their names, but I was sitting there listening to this performance, and it was like, bro, he just need to get off the stage. Like, what the fuck? It was this, yeah, he was an older singer.
Yeah, something in the boat up like that Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, he was around that time. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, this place is over with. It's done. The entertainment is done. It's all reruns and remakes. All right?
I got a list for all of that.
Kind of good.
Yeah, this is it says it's from E-News. It says Celebrity Deaths 2025 Fallen Stars. Top of the list. You got into that fallen. Yep. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Bobby Jinks, Sophia Hutchins, Ananda Lewis. That's that girl off of MTV back in the day. Jonathan Joss, Devin Hart. You get the picture, man. You get it? And he keep going.
Yeah, the bells got to chime to that, man. You know?
What movie or show that was that when it was like some type of survival shit that whenever somebody died, they make the sound to let you know how many people.
Oh, you talking about the
Hunger Games? That's what it was.
That's what it was.
What it I think you see one. Yeah.
It's like we can do it real quick.
All right, I'll give one real quick. This is I'm gonna go straight to the point. This is Isaiah 24, verse 8. It says, "The mirth of tabrets cease." Verse 7. It says, "The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh."
Right, and what they mourning for? They're mourning because the society is collapsing. Right. People can't make money. They working 2 or 3 jobs. They getting hit with bills from here. The mortgage is going up. The rent is going up. All right, and these people, the pay ain't going nowhere. Right. So these people are suffering. You know it's bad when you got Edomites complaining on YouTube, man. Right. All right, they're complaining now. So not only Israel are catching hell, but now you Edomites are catching hell, according to Deuteronomy 30 and I think 6.
That's right. Hey, the curses are starting to transition over to these devils, man.
Yeah.
They starting to feel a big squeeze, man. On this side.
That's right.
You know? Because it's not going to just be like, you know, a blink of an eye. No. It's going to be a transition.
Gradual.
Yeah.
And in the kingdom, they fully submerged under these curses, man.
That's right, brother.
But gradually now, it's starting to hit them. They losing their wife. Yep. One tell of a kingdom that's gone when you lose your women.
Right. These different she devils, and they in bed with all sorts of other nations now, man. The Moabite, the Ammonite, even them dot heads, man. Yeah. Elon, you know.
They don't want nothing to do with Esau no more.
Right. They find it,
and they sense power. Women are attracted to power. Right, they see that the power is moving from Esau and transferring to Jacob.
Yep.
So now all these Edomites, they want to get with a Jake man, and if they don't want to say it behind closed doors, that's what they're visualizing. That's what they're fantasizing about, getting with a Jake man. Right. So your kingdom through.
Yeah, they think it's basically they're waking up from what they call the American dream. Ooh. And now that they're waking up from the so-called American dream, they need a great escape. So they're looking for all these different people they could, because they ain't nothing but basically what's that they call it, attach themselves, a parasite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all parasites needs a host. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're looking for, man. Like you said, a succubus. You know.
Another point that back you up, brother. You said one of the signs that you can see that is the women, you know, pretty much going over. But another sign that we see is the division between the country.
Yes.
But it tells you that a kingdom divided shall not stand.
Yeah.
You know? But
I got a little bit more.
Oh, so
no, it's all good. This verse 8. It says, "The mirth of Tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth ended, the joy of the heart ceaseth." Right. So,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh no. Basically, you know, what do we see, man? You know what I'm saying? You downtown, right? There's supposed to be a party atmosphere, right? You're supposed to hear music. You know, people. You're supposed to see people walking around, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to be in this mirth type spirit, a happy, party, easy going, at ease spirit. But it's not like that. It's dead as hell. You know.
And it's not just here. All right, we're talking about major cities, man.
All the metro of America, all the metro cities of America, these mother cities, all right? All of these metro main cities, CBDs, they're all dead, man. Look at California. We were just talking about California. Is it called Strip Road? I forgot what the name of the street is. Skid Row. Skid Row. Millions of dollars is in that place, but you got homeless people all over the road, taking shit, peeing everywhere. And these people got millions of dollars that work in these businesses. But look at it. Look at their environment they have to go through to get to the business. This place is collapsing.
Right. Verse 9, it says, "They shall not drink wine with a song." Is that not what Babylon is built off of? You know what I'm saying? You go to the parties, you go to the clubs, you go to the bars. Like I said, it's got the music playing. You got food available, women to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's not like that no more. Like I said, it's dead, man. And it says, "Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it."
Yeah.
That's another one. Verse 10, it says, "The city of confusion is broken down." Right? Babylon, man, which is basically what? Confusion by mixture. Right? You got mixed everything. You got mixed beliefs. You got mixed people. You know what I'm saying? I always say if you take, a whole bunch of people from different nationalities that live in their own land and put them in one household, you're going to have confusion. You know?
I can back you up, too. They had this show a while ago, maybe about 3-4 years ago. I can't find it. It's called Babylon. And the title, or I don't know what they say, like the phrase of making you want to watch the show, it'll say Babylon, where you do as you want. But it was seeing from like the previews of it, it was some type of sodomite type of show, type shit like that.
That do as thou wilt spirit.
Do as thou wilt spirit, but you know,
right. And we saw that in remnants in this time, man, because they used to have back then they used to have a show called Real World. And whenever you took all these people from Babylon and put them in one house, it was always some type of confusion, man. Right? Some type of craze, some type of madness going on. Yeah. You know?
And I'm going to say this because you had made a point. Well, I wanted to make a point on something you had read. It said that, go back to the latter end of verse 7.
Verse 7, it says, "All the merry party do sigh."
Yeah, no, because people are going into survival mode, right? They no longer have the funds to go out and party and play and bullshit, man. All right? People are not drinking for pleasure no more. All right, they got people that's trying to, they drinking to suppress, all right, depression and things of that nature, man. That's what's looming over America, man.
Right, I was gonna say that's what I'm gonna get it real quick. This is what you said. This is verse 9. It says, "Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it." Right, so you basically soaking in misery. Right, you're drowning in nothing but your sorrows. You know what I'm saying? Your vice is now alcohol to make an escape from reality. Huh? That's what it is.
People are using. It's an all-time high of drug addicts right now, man. Of young people, I'm talking about people our age, like 27, 25, even, man, you got these up-and-coming drug addicts. They're on these prescription pills, Percocets, things of that nature. Fentanyl, man. What they escaping from? This society.
Hell they catch, right?
I got a little bit more on tip, and it says, "Every house is shut up, that no man may come in."
We just talked about this place being set up.
Right.
All these businesses closed. We're not in no type of peak. I can't say
for sure.
We're not in. It's not 2020. It should be lively out here, man.
That's right.
But it's not.
Like I said too, if I'm not mistaken, they also had in the city. They said Essence had like a all-time low.
Yeah, that was. It was an all-time low.
It's like they was having trouble filling seats. Performers coming late and shit like that.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill showed up 6 hours late.
Right.
Ain't nobody in there for her to sing.
Right.
A big old stadium with nobody in there.
Right.
With a handful of people.
That just shows you again how nothing is being taken serious out here anymore, man.
Get on Isaiah 28 and 15. And you're gonna go down. 28 and 15. Now, because that's another thing too. The Lord is bringing judgment upon these different artists too, man. And somebody grab it on where it said he received a consolation on this. Well, basically, it's going to this side, man. Whenever you got it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and 15. It says, "Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement?"
Yeah, because that's going into these different stores. Man, that man is a crippled sodomite, bro. Right. And a crippled American sodomite. That's crazy. In a wheelchair. But these different artists, actresses, actors, people of that nature, these stars, right? They have made a covenant with death and hell, man. They made a covenant with Esau Edom. Right? They signed that contract and sold their souls. Okay? Now everything that they have sold their soul for is being stripped away from them. All right, now soon we're gonna start seeing a lot of self-inflicted unaliving. All right, when these different repossession companies come to take away these cars, right? People getting kicked out of their homes and being left with nothing. We're getting into that, man.
These celebrities already tell you that most of the money that they get is not even theirs. It's fucking loans that's given from the companies that they work for.
That's right.
So once that company falls, they're gonna fall. It's gonna be everything in this hellhole is gonna be a domino effect of
fall. That's right, brother. We'll keep going in there.
This is Isaiah 28 and 15 again. It says, "Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement? When overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves."
See, they believe, and I'm gonna get you to go down to 18, but they believe that the scourge will pass over them. They believe that they can basically bypass the struggle, man. All right, right. That too. They're creating. Who was that? Rick Ross. What did he do with the fucking bunkers? He put all his cars in there, huh?
Right.
That's crazy, man. But go ahead, keep going.
You're gonna drive in the
apocalypse.
Yeah. What it is? A double law. All that shit. Maybach.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be. Come on, bro. Verse 16 says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord thy power. Behold, I lay, the Lord Yahweh. Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation of stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
And see, when you go back up to 15, right, it's going into these people have made lies their refuge. Right, but it's telling you right here, 16, the Lord already gave you, right, a confidant, all right, somebody who you can rely on, all right, which is Yahushua, the chief cornerstone. You see? But these people have went to Esau, Edom, and made a covenant with death and hell. All right? They're in a contract or an agreement with Satan, man. Keep going.
I got a precept for you.
Okay.
It said judgment, verse 17. Judgment also will I lay to the line of righteousness to the plummet, and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place.
Run it back one more time.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and 17. It says, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place.
Yeah, so, hey, the Lord is going to basically, it's the same as when you have, like a infestation, like a rat infestation. Right? He's gonna smoke you out. The Lord is about to smoke these people out, man. Right? They have basically built their house upon lies. The Lord is about to wash all that shit away. You know? That's right. Go ahead, 18.
Verse 18 says, and your covenant with death should be disannulled.
Disannulled.
And your covenant with the death should be disannulled. And your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
That's right, man. You know? And then you had that movie 2012, right, that was going into apocalyptic times, right? And you had these people that were trying to get on the plane. They were stars, right? They were so-called celebrities. And what? They couldn't get on. You see, they thought their status, their money, right? In that day, money is not going to be worth anything, man. And somebody could hold that too. You got it?
I don't know if that's what you were charging that rich as well.
No. It's I think it's a name, but it goes into the money should be cast into the streets, man. Right?
So that's Ezekiel 7. Ezekiel 7, and I get it.
It also tell you that riches profit not.
Right? They try to pay their way out of destruction, man.
I got you. Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh.
And right now, we're starting to see what? Right? That their money, right, their gold and their silver can't even get them out of, right, the debt that they're in, all right? In the things to come, man. All right? Because before destruction comes, it's the breakdown period, all right? Everything is getting broken down gradually, like this brother was going into. And they can't even pay their way out of that.
Yeah.
You see, so how much more when the law starts to get physical, it starts to put contact on these people, man.
Look at P. Diddy. He's a billionaire.
Right.
He's a so-called billionaire. He couldn't buy his way out of jail, even now.
Right.
You know, he's still in jail to this day with $1 billion in his account.
Right. Back during maybe around the 2020 era, when the Lord was visiting Elon, I believe it was Elon, they were taking their idols and throwing it into the street from off top of the building, just splattering, you know. And then when also, you know, in South America, I believe it was Colombia or Venezuela, they just had a whole bunch of money, all kinds of money. Venezuela, and they were just burning the money because it wasn't worth anything. When all the stuff started popping off, it wasn't working.
You had doctors and lawyers eating out the garbage can in Venezuela. And like, go speak on
Nah, because they had a video surfacing. I think it was probably what? Like
8 years?
Damn near a decade ago.
Yeah, it was a minute ago.
Hey, there was garbage trucks, actual garbage trucks that came in, I'm talking about in front of thousands of people, and just dumped the contents of the garbage truck on the ground. And you had people with garbage can tops, picking out edible things like banana peelings, old food, right? And they were eating that. They were getting that to bring home to their kids to eat, man.
That's right, man.
And that's coming here to America, all right? Because like I keep saying, before the actual destruction, the spirit of this place will be smitten, all right? The spirit of this place is already, all right, we starting to see it. Watch when people don't have money. The money that we have now is losing its purchasing power. You see?
Yep.
So if people are going to start to resort to what? Violence. Okay? You won't have all of the government assistance that you've been getting spoon-fed for your whole lives and generations, man. You see?
That was what the beautiful bill was about, man.
Yeah.
Cut all of these programs, all these benefits for the poor. And who's the poor? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This man's cutting he making it harder for you to get these programs too. You got to work 80 hours to be on Medicaid now. You know half of people ain't gonna do that. Then you got
most of them are disabled. You see? So
it's
just
Esau.
side checks and things of that nature.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
These people are disabled. All right, they broke their backs, their knees, had hip replacements. All right, all for what? The building up of America, man. All right, to build the 401ks and the different retirement plans. All for it to be what? Taken away, man.
Taken away. Right. And your 401k is gonna get taken away too, and the stock market. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick, it just hit. It said new FEMA grants set to hand out $600 million to states so they can build migrant detention facilities.
But you asking like the citizens to what?
To
pay off your debt.
Right.
You see?
Right.
This place is a big joke.
Game, man. It's a joke.
And who they're attacking for, these so-called ICE detention centers. They're basically attacking Israelites, man.
Yep, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Why they not going at the so-called, Chinese? Why they not going at the Arabs, the East Indians? You know what I'm saying? The people you know are gonna do a T attack.
Right.
You're not getting them, detaining them, and sending them back.
Right.
But that's why it's called Jacob's trouble.
Yep, that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gonna be in it, but that the main point. Yeah, it's for Jacob.
They just had a video of he looked like an Issachar, right? But he was basically in the video apologizing and pretty much saying that he understands what the Southern tribe is going through. Being checked on the block. If you walk, you look suspicious. Now they in that position right now that ICE walking up like, hey, you got your papers, right? So he was like, man, I apologize because again, as brothers don't know, Hispanics, they're the only people that have the option to decide what nation they want to be described as under. But they majority, I think like 70-80% choose to be the Edomite, on their paperwork. But, with that being said, it doesn't matter now. If you look like you Hispanic, they walking up on you like, hey, you got your papers. If not, you going to this camp.
Yep.
Hey, and I want to say this, despite social status, right? You had a couple of singers and artists, right, that have been deported already. But you got it, huh?
Yep. No.
The African dude, they just sent him the one that be doing. Yeah.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, he got deported.
Oh yeah, they're going into. I wanted to say this. They're going into churches, schools. Yeah, elementary schools. They're telling you to come for your renewal of your paperwork
And getting you out of
and then when you get there, they do something and then they take you out of there right then and there.
Well,
That's the devil,
That's the
bro.
devil.
So you coming to get your paperwork right, and they just close your case and say you good, and you leave out and ICE arrest you.
And now they're starting to give them what it is, deadly force. They can use
Okay, deadly force now. Yep. Trump came out and said that hey, if they try to harm you, use deadly force on them.
Yeah, and then IRS already giving out people information, so they could do that.
We could get that Luke out the way too before we transition.
This book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 24. Read that of Yahushua. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your constellation.
Right. You people have received your consolation. All right? I'm talking about you tribes, man. You 12 tribes. Y'all, of a higher social status, okay? Middle class and upper class. You have received your consolation, right? You made it, right? You made it to nothing, though. because it's all about to be destroyed.
Yep.
It's all going to be destroyed.
Not reading the NLT.
Yeah.
All right, Luke 6:24 in the NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who are rich?" Sorrow, man. Bad times.
Yep.
Evil. All right, stuff that you ain't probably gonna be able to handle if you ain't got the Lord. You're not gonna be able to handle it. For you have your only happiness now, man. So you know, P. Diddy, he lived it up for 30 years, maybe 30, 35 years. That was his happiness. That was his time to shine. And now it's over with. Now you getting shame on your name, a reproach on your name. Because Esau gave you that money, you shook hands with the devil, and he took it away. And that's the same thing gonna happen to you so-called black women. All right, all those benefits he gave you, you're gonna take it away, man.
Somebody get on Sirach 11 and 25.
I got you.
Just real quick, because again, you know, brothers just ushering in, you know, the times that's what it's going to be like. Yep. You know, but same thing in the book of St. Luke chapter 12 and 49. Red letter Howard Shai speaking. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? You know, it's already going to be mass chaos going on. Brothers, right now, again, it's ushering, let you know that we know that the dollar is crashing right now. That's going to be off. You know, we got the C-HIP that's going to be implemented. Yep. And, you know, so on and so forth. People not going to be able to pay their bills. The division amongst people inside America. You know, we're going to have all these nations going against each other inside of America. So it's going to be just mass chaos in general. Howard Shai is coming down here to put the cherry on the top. You know, and also bring his people. You know, save his elect.
No, but that's beautiful, because I'm looking at this little gathering of Edomites coming up the street, all right? In that day, it's not going to be, you know, a peaceful little crowd coming up the street. No, it's going to be just like in the old days, pitchforks and hay knives, man. You know, and torches and shit, man.
Like the purge. The purge.
Yeah.
You know.
You name it.
Yeah, you name it. We can go on.
But that's what they're not gonna have smiles on their faces. Well, at least it won't be for the same reasons that it is today, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be because they finally found somebody who was stupid enough to walk on the street, man.
Right.
You know?
Some Jake gonna be out there trying to be OR. You know, talking about, you know, this is bigger trouble recording. And, you know, he gonna come in there and
Sorry,
Sorry, we didn't know how we're filming.
That's cool.
I got a precept going back into what we was talking about earlier with, you know, the ICE cameras. You know what I'm saying? And them nabbing Israel. This is Hosea 9 and verse 13. It says, Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place. But Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer, right? And the murderer in that scripture, Esau Edom, right? And it says they was planted in what? A pleasant place. It came over this, and look, you know, we're gonna leave here, you know, Puerto Rico, and we're gonna go to America where we can live the American dream. You know what I'm saying? And that dream is becoming a nightmare because Esau's even attacking people that had citizenship.
Right.
They were first generation. They were born there, first generation citizens.
Let me say this. Did that say Ephraim?
Yes.
All right. So who is Ephraim? He's the chief of what? Of the northern tribe. Okay. So that goes into the other, you know, tribes, man. All right. Now I have a couple of Zebulonite friends who came here, right, when they were young and things of that nature. And I oftentimes get to see like pictures of how back home looks. All right, it's totally different. You can go to the trees and pick fruits off the trees, the lakes, the streams, the rivers that the clear, right? I'm talking about you can go over there, bro, and the little money we have here, we can look like kings there. So when it said they were planted in what it says?
It says it's planted in a pleasant place.
Right, it's a pleasant place where they came from, man. All right, but they come here to do what? To get lulled to sleep in that American dream and wake up to a nightmare, man.
Right.
It's all an illusion.
Right. They had a I believe he's what's Peruvian Asher?
I believe.
Is it
they in that area, I believe.
but Damn, it's crazy. I think it is. I think it might be actually. But the point is, he works at my job, and they said, oh, okay, DJ Trump already laid the groundwork and say, hey, okay, if your parents came over here, basically undocumented, you can go back with them too.
Yeah.
It's not just attacking them; he's also attacking you too as well. But he had already had his mindset in the American dream. He was completely delusional, and he didn't want to believe it. Which goes into the mindset of basically Jesus being a simple man, a simple creature. Yeah.
The Lord called them what? Childish children, man.
Yeah.
But I know you had. Oh, you got. All right. You could bring that up. Sirach 11 and 25.
This is Sirach 11 and 25, and it says, in the day of prosperity, there is forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
That's right. Because what? These people, they have lived their lives fine dining, right? Eating the raw ass steaks and shit, okay? Dressing in the finest linens, you see? All of that shit gonna be just like a dream. Just going, it's gonna be like a vapor, right, in the air, man. It's gonna vanish just like this, overnight, right? When the stock markets crash, okay? When shit hit the fan, right? A lot of these people, you're gonna start seeing, people jumping off these top of these buildings, man.
Yeah.
Throwing the office chair through the fucking glass and swan-time bombing off the 50th floor.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man. That's coming.
Hey, read verse 27 if you don't mind.
Yep. Just go down. Just go down to 27.
This is Sirach 11. You want to read on down?
Yeah.
This is Sirach 11 and 26, and it says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in a day of death, to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget his pleasure, and in his end his deed shall be discovered.
That's right, man. In the affliction of an hour, he gonna forget pleasure. Alright? They gonna forget about riding on that day. The bell got a chime on that. Because this place have lived delicately. Yeah. Oh, you got it? Kind of, I was holding that for like 2 more days to sum it all up, but now you could bring it out if you want. You found
This is
it?
Revelation.
Hey, the brother was holding that too, but he'll make another one.
Revelation 18 and 7.
Yep.
How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Mm-hmm.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
So, with these people, the Lord is going to remind these people, especially in the day of their affliction, about the way that they got their riches off the backs of you Israelites, man, right? Of you tribes, okay? Off your hard, your blood, sweat, and tears, man, okay? These devils didn't lift a finger. They didn't put any of the work in, right? They had you so-called Negroes, right, to build the place up. Then they had you so-called Latinos, right, to keep the place, right, to be house, to maintain, right. So the Lord is going in that day, He gonna make these devils, not even just these devils, man, but all of y'all that are confederate with Esau, man. You 12 tribes as well, man. He gonna make you remember. But go ahead, Doc.
For she said in her heart, I sit a queen,
Right.
and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
That's right. Because that's the pride that the Lord have put in these devils' minds. All right? These devils are plagued with the spirit of pride. All right? And it's going to be ultimately to their demise. Okay? Go ahead.
It's like back you up too. Also the reason why that pride is so high is because America hasn't had anything crazy like that happened. So
That's
the
right.
closest thing has probably been Pearl Harbor, you know, in Hawaii, or it might have been close to the Civil War.
Something self-orchestrated.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
self-orchestrated,
yeah.
but something from another country. You know, America is people.
Right.
You know, people ain't been touched, but we know at the end, you know, Craig gonna bust people over the head. You know, with a brick. You know, but you got it here, man.
This Revelation 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, our power, who judge her.
Yep. So hey man, this gonna wrap up fast, man. All right, the Lord is gonna come, hey, and tear this place completely apart, man. All right, and now it's getting tore up spiritually and physically. But when the Lord comes back, man, it's over. It's game over.
Yeah, I'm just go down to 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her.
All these other nations, China,
Right.
Russia, all right, Taiwan, all these other nations that profit off of America. Go ahead.
Shall bewail her.
Yeah, they're gonna be crying. Not crying because they missed this place or like this place. Crying because they ain't gonna make no more money from this bitch.
Right.
You know? It's like you. They're not gonna be able to profit off America when it's totally destroyed. They're gonna be devastated. Go ahead.
And lament for her.
Yeah, crying. Complaining like mad because they're not gonna be able to profit. And that's all these heathens care about is money, man. They come over to Babylon to get money and send it back to their people so they can live comfortable wherever nation they come from.
Finish that one now. When they shall see the smoke of her burning. Verse 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all.
You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose everything, man. All your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations to be a superstar, to have a great career, to one day become a doctor or a lawyer. All of that stuff is gonna go down the drain, man. Everything you believed in, you're gonna meet reality, man. Because a lot of these people live in a bubble,
Right.
all right, in their own little mind and their space, and they try to just stay in that bubble. But the Lord is breaking it, man. Because reality is hidden. They gotta face the truth now, and they ain't gonna be able to face it because they don't have the Lord's Spirit that's gonna cover them. So a lot of them gonna commit suicide or violent acts. It's gonna get wicked out here. Unlocked. Oh yeah.
Flag.
It's a lot.
But you still got that other precept that I asked you to grab? Let's talk about they're gonna try to unlock this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, bring it out real quick.
I was going to say really quickly to back you up, just real quickly. The reason why people are doing that is because they can't imagine themselves without the beast system.
Right.
They never thought, okay, we're going to take them down, but as they're taken down, everything that's a part of our economy is attached to them.
Yep, right.
So now what we going to do? You know, we got to strategize and think of a whole new way to do things. But that's not going to happen either because your Howard Shah is going to be on the scene.
Right. Yeah, all of these economies are connected to that dollar, man. They peg. So when the dollar, according to Zephaniah 1 and 10, when the dollar go down, the stock market crash and the economy crash, that's going to affect all these nations. You know?
I'm gonna say this
all
too
of them.
because these different nations, all of these people come here to America, right? They come here for what? To not only to make money, but to let their head down,
Be a free.
so to say.
Drink the wine.
Right? To drink the wine.
To drink
They
the
heard
wine.
the wine was good here,
Yeah.
so they come in to
Right.
see what it's about. Hey, these people they gonna mourn for this place, in more ways than what they think.
American dream turned nightmare.
Yeah,
They're going to be like Lot wife.
yeah.
She looked back and
Looking
she
back,
was thinking about all the times, all the good times she had and stuff. She looked back and got turned to Apollo,
They think it's gonna be the same thing that's gonna happen to them too.
They gonna get
to that
turned to-
fucking dust too.
Yeah, they're going to get turned to Apollo too.
Boy, you got that precept.
Yeah. Revelation 9 and 6. And in those days shall men seek death,
That's right.
and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Yeah, because you can't escape, man. All right, you won't be able to escape in that day. The Lord not going to allow you to. All right, you got to go through everything. All right, the decline. All right, going without. All right, seeing your loved ones pick each other apart. Okay, these things you got to go through them, man. You don't get to just unalive yourself and go back upstairs, man. Nah. Like I said, you're gonna have a lot of people trying to jump out these windows, and they had a video a while back, like a long time ago, where a guy jumped out off the top roof of like a 50-story building, and he was still alive.
Yeah.
He was still alive. All broken up, bones split in 3-4 different ways.
Yeah.
Man.
Fucking femur bone just snapped in half.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's a good example.
Yeah. People gonna try to take the whole bottle of prescription pills.
Yeah.
Nah, you gonna lie there and suffer. You don't get to take the coward's way out. Just like on Call of Duty, when you get knocked, when you about to bleed out, you say take the
last stand.
Yeah. Nah, you don't get to take the coward's way out. You got to die like a man.
That's gonna be a luxury in that.
That's right.
So for you to be able to just end it like that,
right?
That's gonna be a luxury to y'all, because what the brother going into, man, the Lord is about to torment and bring all your fears, everything that you ever feared in life. He about to put it in your front doorstep.
That's right.
Because Edom is afraid to be in a lower state. He afraid of that.
Yeah.
He's scared to die. When they say he's a goat, well, what's the quality of the goat? When they die, they scream and they yell.
Right.
Only the lamb take their death silently. Right.
Nah. You have more than that.
All right. This is Revelation 18 and 20. I'm going to jump down to 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God had avenged you on her.
Yes. That's what it's about. That's why all of this is coming, man. The Lord is about to avenge us, man.
That's right.
For all of the fucked up shit that Esau Edom has done to us, he's gonna avenge us. That's why I said rejoice.
Yep.
We happy that these places are being shut down. Right. We love to see you Edomites blow your brains out the back of your fucking head because those millions of dollars that you had in your account are not there. We love to see that. Go ahead, huh?
We love to hear you complaining on YouTube and on different websites about how bad it is, man. Now you see what Jake had to go through these last 500 years, man. You getting a little taste of it, but it's gonna come even worse than this.
Okay. This is Lamentation 4 and 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. Yep. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry away into captivity. He will visit the iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Right. You want to speak on it?
All the same things that y'all been doing unto us, Our time has come when we have served our captivity and did our time. But now it's going to be passed on to y'all. The saying that we went unto, saying what happened unto you.
Yeah, and the Lord got real specific too. He said Edom, right? He said Edom, the adversary, right, of Israel. Hey, the Lord, he have the angels recording all the atrocities that you have done on the planet Earth, man. Right. Somebody grab Second Ezra, grab Second Ezra 15 and 4 and go down.
Wait, I'm in 15.
I got the.
Okay.
This is Second Ezra 15 and 4.
He got a quick one. He gonna bring us the pre out.
This is Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double.
Right, so these Edomites, they about to head straight into slavery, captivity, man. And we're gonna have continuous employment. And you ain't gonna get a penny. You ain't gonna get no money. You just gonna work. When the Sabbath come in, you're gonna be happy. After the Sabbath, work, pain, agony, sorrow.
For 1,000 years.
For 1,000 years.
It ain't gonna be no day that you get a light day and nah. Every day is gonna be hell on earth, man. Every day.
Every day.
But I want to say this too because hey, the Lord had mercy on us when you think about it. The Lord gave us the opportunity, like, to be able to have a house, right? You can drive a car, even though it don't belong to us. He still gave us the opportunity to have these things. We got a little bit of change in our pockets. We can go sit down and have a nice meal.
Yeah.
He won't get none of that.
He ain't getting none of that.
He won't be able to.
He said double.
Yeah,
He gonna get double.
That's right. That's right.
The scriptures say that basically we'll go into the wilderness and we'll be nourished there for a certain amount of time. Man.
Yeah.
You know, so
Nourished them.
exactly.
This is the wilderness, man.
Yep.
America. Okay?
Just like you're saying, that's how much mercy the Lord that He still give us some type of
Right.
comfort. Obviously, the biggest comfort is the scripture, but the Lord still gives us the comfort that's more like, hey, I'm gonna give you enough for you to handle what you need to do, so you can make it out of here. Lord willing, we are that number.
Wow. Because it could have been way worse, man. But you had finished that?
I had a little more time. Go ahead. It's a little. It wasn't.
You finished that?
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. This is Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all."
Yeah, with great violence, man. Hey, this place is like this very place, man. Right? It's gonna the Lord about to cut up. I was trying to find the perfect word to put for the amount of shit the Lord finna do to this place, but
It ain't nothing.
I can't even fathom the proper word for it, man. It's just gonna be, the Lord about to kick ass, man.
Yeah, that's right. And that great millstone, that's them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Which in Revelation 9 and I believe 16, hey, it's gonna be 200 million of them.
That's right.
So this place, it's like the Lord is gonna, it's like you got a shotgun and you shoot somebody 200 times. That's overkill.
That's overkill.
You didn't have to do all that. You could have just shot him one time and that would have been a wrap. But the Lord hates this place so much, He gonna overdo it. What did it say? Were you mad at the rivers?
Yeah.
Right. Were you mad? That's Amos. One of them. Were you mad at the rivers?
Habakkuk, don't forget, it's going to be a memorial for our children to look at and be like, oh, what was this over here?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's going to
be the example of what not to do.
Still
smoking.
That's it.
Forever though. That's crazy.
That forever go into a season. Yeah, for a season.
Look, what I'm saying is this too, because
all time.
The very imprint, right? The Lord gonna leave on it. It's gonna be stories to tell, forever.
Right.
It's gonna be greater than
Our
Egypt.
children
That's right.
gonna see it. They coming up the way they gonna ask questions and see it. That's gonna be a long season. Right. But it's gonna be sizzling for a while.
The scriptures describe it as smoke going up forever.
Right.
But basically, it's just a memorial.
The memorial
Yeah, you know
of
what
it.
I'm saying? This is the memory of a place of what not to do, guys. Right. That's what it is. Don't do that.
I got this Habakkuk real quick. It's Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 8, and it reads, "Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Question mark. Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation?" You see?
Yep, because what the Lord gonna do to this place, it's gonna cause tsunamis.
That's right.
It's gonna cause 100 feet waves.
That's right.
To overtake places, man. It's gonna move islands. It's gonna move lands, man. The whole earth gonna rock to and fro, according to Isaiah 24:19 or 18, one of them. The whole world.
Hey, the Lord said He gonna cause a lot of confusion.
Oh, yeah, a lot of confusion. You're not gonna know Mississippi from Louisiana, man.
None of that, man.
You know how you going into Mississippi and you see the Mississippi sign?
Right.
Ain't gonna be there no more.
Crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yep.
And what he likened it unto. Sodom and Gomorrah. When you look at ancient Sodom and Gomorrah now, there's craters all over the place. It's a desert land. It still got the sulfur balls there. You know,
Pillars of salt.
right? It's come on, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I got a precept when that brother just said. This is Isaiah 24:19. It says, "The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly." Verse 20, it says, "The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. The transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again."
That's right, man.
Heavy, man. They said it should reel to and fro like a drunkard. Meaning this place don't look like it was stagnant, man. You know how a drunkard, you know, this place gonna reel to and fro, bro.
Man, they say it's gonna be dissolved and clean. Hey, this place, once the nukes hit this place, things are gonna be all refreshed around the world. You're gonna have new lands popping up, brother.
Yep.
You got it? Okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
This is 2 Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
The elements is everything you see, you can touch.
Right.
We are elements. The wall behind us are elements. These buildings are elements.
Yep.
It says the elements will be dissolved. Now, what type of force could do that?
Only the news.
Only the new. And then you got Yahweh Shai, his spirit gonna be in it.
Right.
So you gonna have the angels on top of that, zapping people.
And it says, "The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in a holy conversation and godliness?"
So all of these buildings, right? The different runways, your what you call them, convention centers. You know, all of these memorials to these fucking devils, right? All of these I'm trying to think of these phallic symbols that these people erect all over the fucking earth. You know, yeah.
Yep, on the church. Yep.
All of this witchcraft and this wickedness is gonna be dissolved, man. Utterly dissolved.
And everything you people work for.
Yep.
You celebrities, all the work you put in. I like Pac. I'm a Pac fan. All of that music, it don't amount to nothing. All of that work, all of these rap music albums, movies, all of this stuff that made people famous, it was for nothing. Because what manner of man you should be if everything's gonna be dissolved, man? And so all their work is gonna be dissolved over here, and it ain't gonna be remembered. We're not gonna be talking about no Tupac in the kingdom. In the kingdom, man, come on, man. His work was right here. He got his constellation. Y'all gonna be a sign with his head down in the kingdom, man. And we gonna say, pick your head up, let's go get some Edomites, man.
And that's why
That's a song.
You got it. Keep your head up.
if I can say it real quick, you know, and that's the whole whole thing in a nutshell. That's why Jake can't make it to the kingdom with that same mindset that they have here. Because you'll have Jake in the fucking kingdom rapping some fucking Tupac, man. You see?
Yep.
If Jake could,
He would.
That's why they gotta be hardwired to be righteous, man. It's no way that we gonna have Jake in them, Eve in them fucking twerking and shit, man. You know? Nah.
I was just gonna add to you, that's why the Lord's not coming. That's why the Lord just ain't giving the power. He said, I'm gonna give my sons the power right now. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna have? A whole bunch of Jakes still doing wicked stuff. With the power. That's right. And we'll be doing what? Having to kill Jakes with the power. On the night.
They're gonna be like handcuffed, man.
Yeah.
Drunk driving around me, fly on and everything.
Drunk.
Hey, ain't that part two? Haven't got to get him?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
don't even be on that type of music. But that's
You got
crazy.
some shit. But real quick, in Jeremiah came out of game full circle. Verse 20, Revelation 18 and 22. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more
Yes.
at all indeed. And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
So no more sexy reds, no more Glorillas, no more young boys, right? Ditties, diddling, you know. That's man. The music we have here is ear bleeding music. Your fucking ears should start bleeding listening to some of this shit, man. You know. But that's a beautiful thing to know that that byword, nigga, right, is gonna be destroyed, right? And I'm talking about the actions that cause that word, man. Okay? Because what Jake said, man, you acting like a nigga, you know? But that consists of certain actions. Yeah. All of that shit gonna be burnt up on this side, man. And we gonna finally be esteemed as the priests and kings, right, that we truly are, man. That's a beautiful thing. So, you know, a baba ball, man. You know?
Yep. And a nigger is a stingy and ungenerous person. And who's the biggest nigger in the planet?
He the real nigga. He the real nigga. Come on, man.
Yep. And 2/3 follow after this real nigga.
How far you going in that address? I was gonna start at like 7 or 14.
Now start at 5 and come on out.
This is second address 15 and 5. It says, "Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled."
That's right. Hey, the earth is polluted, man. Not only physically, but spiritually, all right? The people are mentally, right, polluted, okay? Just sit and you don't even have to do that, right? Just open a social media app. It's just fucking polluted, man. You know?
Go ahead. Verse 7, "Therefore said Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely committed, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves."
That's right. Okay, so the Lord said he's not going to hold his tongue no more, man. Right? That's why we're doing what we're doing now, okay? The Lord is not holding his tongue. He's telling you your offense, okay? Then he's telling you what? The judgment that follows your offense, man.
Go, buddy.
I'm gonna leave that skip to me, Lou ass. I don't know what that was. That's crazy. But nah, that's all you have running around. Coked up northern tribe, skipping and shit, man. Married Poppins ass motherfucker. Go ahead,
Latter part of verse 8. "Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth."
And I want to say this too, because a lot of these different somebody get that in Nahum where the Lord say we gonna lift up their skirts, all right? But nevertheless, a lot of these different treacherous things that Esau Edom have been doing, okay, not only to the tribes but to the world are being brought out, man. So the Lord touching that too, okay, in E Island, okay, things of that nature. Pizzagate, right? All of these different dark, occultic, you know, I'm trying to think of the fucking word, right? But the things that these people do in the dark, he's starting to touch that, man. These are things that people used to come up missing from when they talk about these things, you know? But it's out, it's just out in the public now, right?
Right.
But go ahead.
Well, that's why the people are crying to know about that list.
Right.
Can I say that?
I don't.
I just say that island list.
The island list.
Yep.
All right. They're mad at who? DJ Trump.
Yep.
You said you were going to expose this. We want to know the truth. All right. So even Edomites are waking up to all of this stuff that these devils are doing.
But it's fake. You know, it's not real. But you know,
I say this too, because hey, this devil is so much of a devil. His own people is turning against him because he fucking over his own people. You know, and I get those crackers that they not letting this shit slide. They see Jacob let that shit slide.
Yeah. They not
gonna let it slide, man.
Because they been living in pleasure. Like this Medicaid is gonna hurt Esau.
Fuck yeah.
Way more than Jake, because they're the predominant. They got a lot of Edomites out here, man.
That's right, man.
On that stuff. the food stamps, that's gonna hurt Esau, Edom.
But the thing is, they never done nothing for us. Like,
Yeah.
we get the benefit of it, but any slight benefit that they gave us was mainly for them to use.
That's right. It was never fun.
None of it was.
They
even-
just found a way to further afflict us.
Right. Look, when they gave the Northern Kingdom the casinos, they
Right.
infiltrated, and it's basically all white men is benefiting
Right.
off the so-called land.
What they called it, $2 Indian,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they started.
$5.
Yeah, they started mating with the women and rewriting themselves as indigenous.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a fucking devil.
That's what that parable kind of goes into. Lazarus at the gate. You know what I'm saying? And the rich man come by. He was like, "Oh, I'm not giving you nothing." But everything came back full circle. You know what I'm saying? Lazarus, representing Israel. You know what I'm saying? Got comforted.
Right.
And the rich man went to the lower state.
We gonna grab that. You can grab that Nahum and get you to stay down.
Okay. Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yeah, and that's what's starting to come out, man. That these devils are cucks, right? They're fucking freaks. Okay, they into bestiality. You understand? All of these things. You want to say something?
Now, but it's coming out. Like, then they have a bus with the children in
The sex ring.
yeah,
shit?
and it was mostly Esau.
Esau.
At
That's
least
what
95%.
the average Israelite don't have the resources, right, or the money to do any of
Or
these
the
things.
spirit to even want to
Yeah,
do that.
come on, man. These devils have the right connections and the proper money to do all of these abductions, and they ain't fucking Jake. Now, sometimes you do got some sick ass Jakes, right? But for the majority of it, it's Esau Edom, man. Thousands upon thousands and thousands of children go missing every day, man, due to this devil.
But speaking of like, no, I was saying, speaking on the Jakes that's in cahoots with them, that's typically the ones that have their constellation.
Right.
The Jay-Z,
Yeah.
the
Gatekeepers.
that want to be in the mix with their father, the devil.
Yeah.
They get nitty gritty with the underage.
Yeah.
Because that's what it requires.
Yeah.
In order to keep your status, you got to be, you got to do some fondling.
Some dirt.
They have to have something on you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how this devil maneuvers, man.
Yep.
You got one real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, look,
The bell.
chime in.
That's right. That's right. John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and to destroy, man. That's it. All these kidnappings and all of this abductions, that's what he does. This whole land, he done stole it. And now he trying to kick the indigenous people, the so-called Mexicans, and he trying to kick them out of their own land, man.
That's right.
Gad, which is the so-called Native Americans, he stole this from us, from you Israelites, man.
These devils so fucking proud. They talking about that when they asked, would you deport Jesus if Jesus was in this land? And they saying, yeah, if he doesn't have his papers.
You see what I'm saying?
These devils going crazy with that, man.
That's that pride.
That's right.
But who was reading? That name was finished, huh?
Yep, they were finished.
I'm gonna get you to finish this. I know you had a precept. Yeah. Let's finish this up, and we'll start grabbing some more.
I'm gonna read the latter part of that 8 again.
You
This
can read
is-
the whole 8.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complaining continually. And therefore said Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent bloods from among them. Behold,
Yeah,
That's it.
let me bring it the precept to back that up. Numbers 35 and 33. So shall you not pollute the land where ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, man. All the millions, maybe billions of Israelites that you didn't kill over a span of 400-500 years. Hey, that's all on this land, man. This land can't, it gotta be burned. It gotta be burned because the blood of the Israelites is crying out here, man. It's crying out, man. So the Lord hasn't forgot that, man. And you thought that the Lord was on your side. You thought he was on your side, but he's not. You're gonna find out, right? You're gonna find out, man.
Real quick, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and 4. It says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all the nations, even unto him all people. So truly, the only solution is to just knock him out the picture. That's go ahead and just obliterate him. Yeah, like you said, in the book of Obadiah, we're going to get those 1,000 years out you. But what the Lord said after that, he's going to perish there. The Edomite nation will be no more after this, man.
And a lot of that, just like he did with us, right? When that devil showed up on the shores of Africa, right? He knew who he was coming to get, right? The same shit gonna happen to you, right? Hey, we're gonna put your ass on ships, shackled and chained, okay? You're gonna voyage across the ocean, and you're gonna come build our kingdom, just like we built yours for 1,000 years. And when we finish and we got everything we need, the great bonfire. You see? Yeah, you get used and you go.
With no mercy. No mercy. Esau ain't getting no mercy, man. Bro, this is a form of like us being able to come out here. That's mercy. The load of hardcore slavery has been lifted up. We ain't in chains like that no more. That's mercy.
My brothers was joking, saying that it ain't gonna be no Edomite camps coming out on the block preaching.
None of
Israel. You know? God, it ain't gonna be none of that.
Man, ain't none of that, man.
Exactly what the brothers said, man. We gonna multiply.
Yes.
You know, just destruction on these devils, man.
Yep.
We're gonna be meditating. Still, at this moment, we meditating terrors that we're gonna do to these people, man. So when we in those bodies, come on, when we thinking about what we thinking of now, this is just a small inkling of what's going to happen. Once we get in those bodies and be in our right minds, man, our minds is going to go so crazy.
Well, we're going to have the remembering of slavery and all them things. We're going to also have the spirit of the Lord on us. His anger is going to be on us. Because we're not angry enough to do what we're going to have to do. That's why the Lord has to put that spirit on us.
Yes, brother.
He's going to turn us up.
Yes, brother.
I'm going to say this because I remember around my first year, whatever, I was explaining the truth to a loved one, and this specific loved one was saying, "Oh, I don't think I can have slaves," and you know, right? I expect you to say that, but when you get in the kingdom, you gonna understand. That's why you gonna have to be reborn.
Yeah.
You ain't mad enough. You don't want it. You really don't want the kingdom.
Right, in previous lives. You know what I'm saying? If you would have seen what you've been through in your previous life, you would have wanted even more.
Yeah. The butt breaking, the putting us on horses and splitting us up, the cutting the baby's stomach out and feeding it to alligators, the sending the postcards to your cousin with the man hanging off a tree. That strange fruit.
And he still got it, you know, in today's time. You know, I think it's the Levi jeans, the logo. There's two horses. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it's still on.
It's watered down. I'm gonna say that because the actual logo, they had a man on it.
Yeah, they had a man, but it's the man. You can't see the man, but you see what look like an arm and a leg, and you see like a butt of two horses. With a rope attachment. It's the same thing.
What they call it?
Mandela effect.
Yeah, when they show you like the old signs like cereals and Fruit of the Looms, but like they taking shit out and
they said, man, that used to be blue. I'm telling you, it used to be blue. But then, you know, people had there's that trippy mindset. Like, so I get it.
It's always like this.
Right at Thessalonians about the show.
This is Second Thessalonians. This is Second Thessalonians 1:6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels.
19. Yeah, but you know, the point was what in verse 6. Okay, it's a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense those that trouble you, man. We gonna finally get the motherfucker that's throwing the rock and hiding his hand. Right? You remember, like you quoted Friday earlier. You remember when Smoking and Craig had finally caught little Chris when he was kicking over their trash cans? Yeah, that was the highlight of their day. You know. But that's what's gonna happen, man. Let me get this brother precept first. He's been holding Twitter now.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
And it came out again, you know. It came out again. The Lord getting ready to fuck you Edomites up, man. Not disrespectfully too. He gonna fuck y'all up, man. You had
This is Revelation 13:10. It says he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patient and faith of the saints.
And that's the comfort of it, all right? That's the patience of the saints, man. That's what we waiting on, all right? We waiting patiently too. We patiently hastening, all right? I wish I could pan the camera, all right? I can't wait till our people are no longer like this.
Yeah.
That's all her belong.
The lowest state.
You see? That's all her belong. But she gonna be a princess in the kingdom, man. You know?
A beautiful princess.
You hear me? Right. But go ahead with yours, and then we'll get you by y'all now.
And this is Job 18. I'll start at verse 10. And it says, and it's talking about Esau Edom. It says, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. And the reason, and when you go and read the chapter, it's basically talks about a gin, a snare, it's just trap for Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Esau, by nature, he likes to trap people.
Right.
He likes to get
hunter.
people.
Hunter.
Right? And the scriptures talk about him basically spreading forth a net, you know, to catch people in it, man.
Yep.
You know? This is verse 11. It says, terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet, which is basically to the end, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just like he liked to terrorize people, right? Coming to the neighborhoods, you know, with his task force, you know, the police, so to speak, and terrorize Jake, you know, arrest him, beat him up, shoot him, you know what I'm saying, incarcerate him. Okay, well, the Lord is coming with the same manner to Esau, man. Verse 12, it says, his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It says, verse 13, it says, it shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. In verse 14, it says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Yeah, who's the king of terror, man? Yahweh side, man. Right. When the Lord comes back, these elites are gonna be hiding in a bunker, man. They're gonna say like, mountains fall on us, man.
Yep.
They're gonna be hiding from the terror of Yahweh side, man. It's gonna be a terrible day for them.
They gonna go as far as what? Going into the heavens.
Yep.
Then they gonna do what? Try to go into the depths of the oceans.
Yep.
You see? And you go down nothing. You gonna meet Leviathan.
Right.
Leviathan gonna be there waiting for you.
Yeah. I got that preset.
Okay.
Revelation 6:16 and 15. And the kings of the earth and the great men
Yep.
and the rich men and the chiefs and the mighty men and every bondman and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains. You know, and this are all of the people that's going to be with them, because you're going to have the elites, they're going to have scientists, they're going to have people that can do stuff in there, just like that movie, I think it was 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
What's that other one where they had the meteors, which we know what that was?
Greenland.
Greenland. I
Yeah,
think it was Greenland. Because that's where they were going. They were going to Greenland. But hey, that's a fire movie too.
Yep.
I had to show you about the end times, man. But they had basically like a meteorite shower, and it was just obliterating cities.
Yep.
So what they did, the movie was going. I ain't gonna tell a whole movie, but there was certain people that got certain phone calls.
Yeah.
They meet at this place, and but when they all got together, it was scientists, doctors,
Yep.
but the top of everything.
Everything, yo.
The guy who was about, he was a what the fuck was this dude, man?
It might have been like
An architect.
Yeah.
I believe he was an architect, like the chief architect of the world, man. Come on, get on the plane. Like that's what these people gonna have people with them.
Yep.
Chefs.
Yep.
They're gonna have servants and all, man.
Servants, slaves, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have slaves with them, man.
Yep. Verse 16. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand, man?
Yeah, this devil, he gonna try to seclude himself. He gonna try to escape. He's going back into that escape, man. But you won't be able to. We're talking about the man who made heaven and earth, man. He's sending a hit squad, all right, to capture your fucking ass.
Even if he do let you be preserved, he gonna send us to come pull you out the caves and stuff and put you in slavery.
Yeah, they gonna have to look him in the face, man.
Right? Jeremiah 16:16. The same men that you see, on the blocks teaching this beloved word, they're gonna be turned into hunters, man.
Yep.
They're gonna get a piece of the pie too, man. And Lord willing, Abarakazar, we're those men, you know. Humbly saying that, man, but we want revenge too. But Yahushua gotta get his revenge, and we're gonna put. He been waiting three days, in the spirit.
Real quick, this is the book of Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord.
That's it. Yeah, I was shot first, man. He get his first. Just like the male lion, he eat first. He the king.
Yep.
He gonna leave plenty for us to devour.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna just eat it all. You think Yahushua just gonna, wait all this time and, let us get all turned up in the spirit. Right. We see shit going on and just to, not let us get a little piece of that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You see how they just gazing out the window?
On the way here, we did the bit about the brotherly love.
Yep.
So if Yahushua is all about that brotherly love and taking care of your brothers, he's not going to take care of us.
Right.
He already told you that he got many mansions made for us.
We heirs with him. He gonna share everything, including the bodies.
Right.
Yep.
Brother?
You can't let him bury the bodies by himself. Gotta help him out with that. You got a precept, Bob?
Yeah, I had This is Amos 9 and verse 1. It says, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Verse 2, it says, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up into heaven, thence I will bring them down.
Yeah, because you have just how we see this city, right? The city of Baton Rouge right here. You have whole cities underground. If you don't think it's possible, right, go do some research. You know, there's footage of actual cities, like the brother said, highways, cable cars, and different things of that nature underground. These people have been preparing to try to flee from the Lord.
They're called deep underground bunkers. All right? And they also got hotels. You can look this stuff on YouTube. The hotels underwater.
Yep.
I was like, man, I just seen it like 2-3 months ago. I was like, man, they got hotels already right now.
They showed you in the movie Resident Evil. I forget which one exactly it was, but at the Desert of the Apocalypse on the top, they got a whole lab, all white.
Umbrella Academy.
That's a good reference.
Yeah, that's a
good
great
ass reference.
That's a great one.
You was rolling one? Let me get this get the roots full and do we can start at 23. 23.
This is Baruch 4 and 23. It says, for I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see surely your salvation of our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Yeah, because all of these different nations, they saw us going in captivity. They saw us being treated like dogs, like animals, lower than animals, right? They saw us being called, they're Confederate. According to the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, right? They're all Confederate. You see? Yeah, like the brother said, they all played a part, man, in our demise. I'll tell you that in Lamentations, all right? They have found the day that they seek for our downfall. Keep going.
My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
That's right. And I always go into this when I bring this particular precept out. Hey, when you on somebody's neck, that's a sign of total defeat. All right? When you stand on a man's neck, you have completely dominated him. All right? And it said we gonna tread upon his neck, man. All right? Good.
My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock of the enemies.
That's right. All right? And that's the point. I forgot which one of you brothers was bringing that precept out, but it was telling that was you. You were saying that Esau liked to play games, right? He liked to be a hunter. Okay, but it's literally telling you, my children, let's say my delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy. You see? So all of these different snares that this devil has put in place here, right? Hey, he's ultimately being put in a bigger trap. The Lord has put a trap outside of a trap for this devil. You see? But that was it in that. You say you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Go ahead, we're
going
gonna get
into Esau's down.
that one? No?
And everybody, rejoicing too. This is poison verse down when we start on stuff. Isaiah 14 and verse 7, it says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
Yeah.
They break forth into singing. Verse 8, it says, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
Yeah, a feller is the person that catches birds, man. Wait, it's a
feller
cut down trees. Like. A feller is someone that cut down trees. And what did this devil turn this world into? A concrete jungle, man.
Yep.
He cutting all of the trees down. He just cut down a whole flock of trees where I stay at, man.
The trees going to people.
Yep.
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 Cut us down.
That's right.
You know what it is, man. We have to use it down.
Right, respect him. Whatever. And he's still gonna die.
This judgment still set.
But nevertheless, like that brother was saying, all of these different ways that this devil poisoned us, placed the sword against us, okay, and all these different what you call that, man? Different acts that are put in place that he's about to, do mass unalivings, right?
Putting us in the ghettos, introducing drugs into us,
Yeah.
making a project out of the Lord's people, a science project with these things that he implemented, just watching us fall from the grace that we're supposed to be.
That's right.
Verse 9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Yeah.
Right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just like it says, basically, death, poverty, oppression, everything that, is coming full circle for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he's laid out, traffic, we're gonna put them on SNAP benefits. We're gonna make them rely on this. Then we're gonna give them Section 8. We're gonna take it from
the man out of
right,
the
take the man out of the house. You know what I'm saying? On purpose. So what? So Eve will start dealing with the serpent again, man. But the point is, oppression is coming to meet him. Slavery is coming to meet him, man. Everything he don't want is gonna be a part of his, basically, his worst nightmare, man.
And that's what they're really scared of, man. These Edomites, these regular Edomites and the higher Edomites, they're really afraid because they know everything that they've done to the Israelites. They're hoping that it don't come back on them. But they supposed to stand for justice. Wouldn't it be right? Wouldn't it be justice if what you did to the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, that be done to you? But if you ask them, they're going to try to curve you.
But imagine
They're going to say, it's not me.
Right. But look at that. The bigger point on what you're saying, that's what they're afraid of, but everything they're doing is leading up to that. Like,
Yep, everything they doing is leading up to that, man.
and they know what they did was so bad.
Yeah, they know
They
it.
really can't go back and be like, man, I can't get justice for that. I can't.
I'm gonna say this too because there's a lot of things that we don't know, right? Throughout all of the plethora of wicked shit Esau Edom have done, there's still shit we don't know. Man. All the shit that the angels have recorded, right? And when we get those records, you see, because that goes back into that righteous indignation that our people, that the Lord is going to place on our people in the kingdom, because the Lord going to start. Hey, y'all don't know this, but guess what he did too? The Lord just gonna be.
He gonna get messy with it.
He gonna get messy. He gonna fan the fire, man.
I know when I watch a movie and they show me some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing it is different.
Yeah.
That shit pisses me
Yeah,
off.
pisses
Put
you
a
off.
fire.
I just did that shit. I watched that movie Emancipation for the first time
Okay,
like
with
2
Will
weeks
Smith.
ago.
Yeah,
Will Smith.
Yeah, I seen it.
I watched it with my girl, and I wasn't even in the mood to Nah, I'm like, get off me. I'm on some shit. Like, I feel some type of way.
Right.
You feel me? I had to get up and just go do a video to calm down, bro.
So
That shit had me tight.
Imagine when the Lord reveal all the secrets.
Right. Imagine having the power to do what you want with this devil. That's gonna be a time for us. I hear you have to believe that, man. You want to make a point though?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Kind. You was finished with that.
Yeah, I was finished.
You hold it. Grab that. You got that other. We gonna get you. Then I'm gonna come over that.
All right.
You still got that joint.
You want that Lazarus too?
Yeah. That's what I want. I want that.
The second Maccabees 6, 13 to 16.
Second Maccabees.
6 and
Salakia. I had turned off. 6 and 12. No, I'm lying. Go down to 13. 13. You're right. 13.
the second Maccabees 6, verse 13. For it is a token of his great goodness, when wicked doers are not suffered any long time before with punishment.
That's right. So it's a token of the law of goodness, all right, when these devils have been made of a speedy riddance, man. All right? This wicked ass kingdom, it's hey, shit is happening at hyper speed out here. What did he tell you in Matthew the 24th chapter? Hey, the days have been sped up. You see? The days have been sped up for the elect's sake, man. Okay?
That's why he going into these legislation. That
Right.
big, beautiful bill. All of that is to speed up this crash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just
Yep.
came up with the stable coin. And then, by the way, they just passed a bill called the Genius Act,
Yep.
which sets and paves the way for Revelation 13 and 16, man.
Yep.
All right? It's going to be utilized, man. So all of this stuff is happening while y'all looking at all of these distractions.
What's that new fucking new shit? All these bros be tuning in, baddies or something.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, they ain't have a show like that in a long time. What's the chances that just some shit like that come out and it just got them in a chokehold?
Right.
Because they're passing these different bills, and I'm gonna say another thing too with this ICE shit, man. They're building facilities all over America, man, in the guise of what? Doing it for so-called teaism, right?
Right.
Trying to prevent teaism, but that's the perfect way to utilize those facilities for what? To come after the men of the Lord, man.
They create a situation just to pass rule and law, like they order the king.
Yep.
They create the chaos, and then they come with a little slick underhand law.
That's right, man.
Prison for the law. They just put that person, man.
Put fear on the people.
Got example in 2020.
Yep. They seen what they could do.
They started
Yeah.
that and then had that right behind it to help everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that quick. God, this is the book of Psalms 75.
Yeah, because it takes years to come up with
Exactly.
some juice.
Yeah.
Right. It don't take 6 months.
Right.
That's ridiculous. You should have had an inkling right there that something was
Something
right.
wrong.
When you put together the time frames or how long it takes something,
Right.
this is a new something.
Yeah.
So how you all of a sudden got that? But you can't hear other stuff.
Right.
Y'all people just like us.
And then you wanna say, oh, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, we want to
They
help them
need
out.
Yeah.
They need it.
That was the message.
What he named it? What he called it? Operation Warp Speed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Knows that he has a short time.
They be playing in people's face, bro. Like the motherfucker come talking about, yeah, we gonna make laws against the digital currency. And here he come with a beautiful bill that got legislation for it. Like they just at this point, they just might as well just go with their move.
They doing whatever they want.
No.
Look, all that money they just gave to ICE, that's a police state.
Right.
All right? That's billions of dollars you putting into this. Why? It's come on, man. We see what's going on, but 2/3 of Israel, they still don't get it.
Well, here's the thing. Esau's off for what? He's a bloodthirsty. You know what I'm saying? Demon. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. So they're gonna have it to where, okay, we're not just gonna go outside and just start killing everybody. We're gonna let them legally kill you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you put up a fight, you cause anything, you're already ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a good way to do that. Yeah.
The coke is good for you. They come out, it's actually bad. I mean, the studies show it's gonna affect you like this, and that. It's crazy. But the whole time, look, it was passing law. If you don't take it, this gonna happen to you. You're gonna lose your job, stuff like that. You can't go here, and all of a sudden, good thing y'all didn't take it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was a test. And the men of the Lord, started with our elders at GMS, we knew better. We knew better. All right? So nobody at GMS took anything. Because the apostles stressed that, man. Stressed that on us, man. We know what this devil coming with his lies, and he don't have nothing good for us.
And Jake went and took that shit, bro. Jake don't have no faith. They say to believe in the Lord, bro. Man, if you went and took that thing, bro, you gonna believe in the Lord.
You gonna take that ball for sure.
We took boosters after that.
Okay, right.
Right,
Two
yeah.
and three of them.
2 and 3 balls, bro.
Crazy, brother.
Two goals.
Oh.
You got your Oh, you want? Go ahead. Go ahead, make it point.
You know, I had to talk with my coworker. You know, I said about the whole job and whatever they gonna bring in again. He said, man, whatever they give, I'ma take it.
They just want it.
Just compliant.
Yeah. But that's the mind of Esau. You know, he got the mind of Esau. You know, he's with the program. He's programmed. You know, so he gonna talk like that.
You got it, huh?
I was just backing y'all up.
You got
Esau.
Lift your voice.
I was just backing y'all up, like how Esau, he frames all these different laws and legislations to purpose his own agenda against everybody.
Yep.
This is a quick one. I'm gonna read it. Yeah. It's Psalms 94, verse 20. Can unjust leaders claim that God is on their side? Leaders who decrees permit injustice.
Right, and Esau is an unjust leader, man. You got more?
Wow, I want to read it. You want me to read it? Yeah. Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame it mischief by law? Question mark.
Right, yeah. We're not supposed to have nothing to do with this devil, man. We're not supposed to be voting. All right, we're not supposed to be participating in his holidays. You know, none of that, man. We ain't supposed to have no dealings with this devil. We're supposed to get our daily bread and head back to the house, man, getting these scriptures, man.
That's it.
All right, but he framed it. Read that last part.
This back in Psalms 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
Frameth mischief by law, man. Mischief, man. Meaning that everything that he puts in law, man, it ain't nothing good for you.
Right.
It's something to afford his agenda to hurt you, in fact. You know? So that's how the devil's coming, man.
Yeah. And then you get that thing.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 in verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
Let me see that. All right. This devil don't reference the ancient, the old, right? The elderly. Okay. Hey, he oppressed them just out in the open. He ain't even got to trick them. They just accepting oppression at this point.
Right.
You know? Keep going.
Verse 11, it says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yeah, because that's his strength, right? This devil, he created all of this, and he's controlling it through what? Through the different laws, man. Bills, acts, okay? That's his strength. You can't, hey, Jake, you trying to get into these courts houses and try to change shit. Nah,
Revolutionary.
man, you ain't gonna know. You might have won your little case, you know, but that's it, bro. This devil to change, you know, these different laws, man. What you gonna grab in that Daniel, you know?
I'm about to get that. I'm gonna do the 8. This is Daniel 8 and 25, and this is, you know, speaking on Antiochus Epiphanes, but you know, these same devils are back playing the same roles in today's time. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
Yeah, you know, through his policies, right? He shall cause craft to prosper, right? That's what this devil does. This devil, he'll pass a bill, and then in that bill, he's already thought of a loophole, okay, to wiggle through, all right? And these different loopholes, we can't. It's not meant for us, all right? That's meant for him. So he made the laws and don't have to abide by them, but we must abide by them. Going back into that Wisdom of Solomon, it was going into these things were made for us, man, to further oppress us. That's how you have it, man.
Yeah, if you put one more in that Wisdom of Solomon, that's what I was telling you, that it goes into that he's contrary of our laws.
I got it.
Con.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, but
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:12. It says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education."
it'll never be anything positive that this devil is passing that's going to benefit us in any type of way. You know, neither does it either make any sense, like the brother was going to go in these courtrooms and try to fight to try to change the law that they already know is going to be established. Yeah, you could move a stone, but you're not going to move, this mountain, you know. But overall, we know that that's again what the me and the brother was talking about. Wisdom of Solomon 2 is the thoughts of the wicked.
Yep.
So we knowing that the thoughts is that they're not going to do anything to help us. Right, be on the forefront of your mind.
We enemies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right, they literally passed a law. Why they sat down and thought about all the stuff they did, they said, well, we're going to make you 3/5 a man.
Yeah.
So now we don't have to be held accountable for killing you because you're not even a
You're
human.
not even a human.
Right.
According to our law.
Shit, when we do learn it, they change it.
Yeah.
They do it again.
They move it.
Grab that in that
Now you see.
Sirac for
I got one.
Wait. Nah, Sirac
This is pretty
24 and 7. You got it.
Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? So this man is evil to himself. Look at these Edomites, these average Edomites that we work with. He got them in slavery. You know, he got them birth certificate, the same thing we got. They going through.
They got to register their cars.
Yeah.
They got to pay mortgage.
Yeah.
They also doing what? You know, they also doing what? Poison in the air, the food. Let me do one.
Yeah, they poison the air, spread pink shell. They poison the water, putting fluoride in the water, putting fluoride in your toothpaste.
And they make you pay for it.
They make you pay for your own debt, your slow debt.
Right.
Because most of the stuff that he came up with is debt, these GMO foods. All right? That red and blue, that's poison. Red 40 and all that stuff.
Right. The scriptures tell you, I believe it's Rouge 3 and 8, they say we be subject to payments.
Yep.
And we just been paying. You paying for food that's not even real food, and for water that's tainted. Everything.
And the plastic got that female trait in it that makes you more feminine. In the receipts?
I heard that. I'm not.
Yeah,
Everything.
Everything.
Because that's Ian Word's nightmare. A so-called black man, bearded up, right, and full of testosterone. You see? You see?
That article, testosterone low, man, is like, what did they say, like a
70 year old man. Yeah, grab it. Brothers just put it in the chat yesterday, I think. When that was.
Yeah.
I just saw an article yesterday. I don't remember where it's at.
I'm going to finish this out. It says, Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his good. There is none worse than he that envied himself, man. So you the lowest of the lowest, man. You a bum, you a base man. And this is the recompense of his wickedness. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. So all these benefits that he's giving, all of this stuff that he's doing, even if it appears to be good, he's not doing that willingly, man. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness, man. Now look, he done gave you all these benefits. Now he's coming back with this big, beautiful bill and taking them away, man. That's why you should never trust your enemy, man. Because he's always going to revert back to his wickedness. You know?
Right, and so because how's the Lord going to reserve the people or they'll be elect if he just allows them to keep just putting a foot on that and completely crushing them? Mm-hmm. So he has to give them like you said, little help. Like we're going back to Luke 16. I'm gonna give you a little help, little breadcrumb. I'm gonna give you this, and do that.
Nourishment.
You know, that nourishment, right? To keep you, just give you just enough to keep you alive or whatnot to receive and keep it.
You know, you look grab that.
All right. This Sirach 13:3. The rich man had done wrong, and yet he treated it withal. He threatened it withal. The poor is wrong, and he must entreat also.
Keep going.
If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
And see, what this is going into is the basically how Esau Edom is towards the tribes, man. Right? It's usury, basically, once we start going down to it. But keep going.
Verse 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it.
See? This devil, he'll take everything from you. Alright? While you're useful to him, he'll take everything from you and then walk away like nothing happened. Like you never had anything before, which you don't. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
And as celebrities, that's what he do with a lot of these celebrities. They get rich. At one point, they're prominent. Then at the end of their life, they die broke, bankrupt. You know? Look at Fred Sanford, man. This man was he had Sanford and son. He had everything going with the comedy and stuff. Died broke. Red Fox. Yeah, died broke. A lot of these celebrities, man, they die broke, man. Because once Esau gets done using you, he just discards you, man. Throw you away. Look at O.J. Simpson. Look at Bill Cosby. These were prominent figures that he used. And then when he got done with them, he pulled up all the dirt. Like we were going in, they gotta have that dirt. So when you get out of line, he puts you back in line. Look at Nick Cannon. When he was talking all that stuff, Kyrie Irving, put him back in line. If you don't want to get back in line, we're gonna do what we did to Diddy.
Right.
See, Diddy went against that company, that alcohol company, which, man, you playing with the Rothschilds, man.
He was talking about buying land and all that type of stuff for all black community and shit.
Yeah, you can't buy land. You don't see Oprah buying land for so-called black people. I mean, Gaddafi they tried to give so-called black people $1 billion. America rejected that, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. They wanted Michael was basically own Sony. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
he had the Beatles.
Right?
Beatles stuff.
He had their
catalog.
You know, and a different musician, they say, oh, you wanna own your masters? Oh no, we can't have that. You know what I'm saying?
They did it to that dude, the Purple Rain dude, too.
You took the words right out my mouth.
So this devil, he gonna give you something because he's youthful. You making money for him. You doing what you want. But even on the lower basis with these jobs, he'll use you for a minute. Then when you go left.
See, this one of my, to get on ES because Jake got a thick skull. So you gotta read shit like this for Jake to be like, damn, you're right. He does do this. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 13:6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope.
Don't think you his favorite worker just because you his favorite worker because he like you. No, you his favorite worker because you do the best at the job that he need to be done.
Right.
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Good work.
That's what you figured out, is coming up. Jake used to have that ambition to want to go and be bigger and do things, but then you also ultimately see that, hey, I ain't nothing but a number.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as you throw me out, you're going to put somebody
That's the American dream. They tell you if you work hard, you're going to do good. You're going to prosper. You're going to rise up.
Yep.
Well, you're going to broke your fucking back.
Look at our leaders. I don't keep right out spiritual. Like the elderly. They all, like I said, getting hip replacements.
Yep. Work their whole life.
They're still at the company.
Yes.
They got no benefits, nothing. And then look, get fired, and they just replace the motherfucker. Or they die and don't even go to the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Buy flowers.
They keep working when a person get hurt or get killed that job.
Yeah. Man, they just had a fucking article, something on Instagram where the dude said somebody died on the clock and the first thing the manager said is he punched out?
Yeah, he still punched it.
Yeah.
He was underneath some boxes.
Yeah.
They was looking for
Dead.
him. And the
For
nigga
hours.
dead.
And he said, the first thing he said is he still on the clap?
Yes,
Yeah.
I just seen that.
That's crazy.
That's
brother.
crazy,
Look, I've been in industrial situations where a motherfucker done got flattened by a 1,000-pound bag of material. They scoop your ass up and then bring in the next frame.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
keep it
going.
going.
Yeah.
No, there was a shoot at Amazon down here about 3 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the next day they working.
Yeah, business as usual.
You think they will close down, respect this person, a memorial? Nah, keep them things running.
And look, we gonna scratch the rest of that. Let's see what wrapping it up. Let's get that loop. Look, I gotta get this, brother. We gonna jump straight to the point 23 and 25. 23 through 25. Yes, sir. No, 16.
Oh,
Yeah, 16.
all right, Luke 16 and
23.
23. Luke 16 and 23.
And it's a parable. It's a parable about the rich man, which is Esau is representative of Esau, Edom, and Lazarus, which represent us, man, the Israelites. You got it.
Luke 16 and 23. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeing Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thou good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
Yeah. And obviously you can see why this is my favorite book in the entire scriptures, right? Because it's going back into that role reversal, right? When you get a chance, read that, right? The whole thing is comforting, man.
Yeah.
Right? All he asked for was just a drop from the tip of the finger. He's like, nah. That's just gonna show you how we gonna fuck Esau up in the kingdom. The severity of it.
Yeah.
You wanna say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, the drop represent mercy, man.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He wanted some form of mercy, man. You know, the scriptures tell you, no mercy gonna be given to him.
So, got a real quick one. Yeah, man, this James 5 and 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Talk about the elites, man.
Yeah.
You 13 families, man. You DuPonts, Rockefellers, Gettys, Soul, Bilderbergs, Bushes, the Morgans. All right? That's who run the world. Go ahead.
Jump down to 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanting.
And they've been living in pleasure because these elite don't work. They get up, have the best wine, the best steak, travel to one country to another country in a jet. I mean, they just living way beyond what these regular peons living.
Eating Wagyu steak,
The
grilled
best.
to perfection.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Drinking wine from the 1800s.
What's that pinky stuff?
You know? Yeah.
And to finish it out. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he do not resist.
Yeah, man. That's what you have done. You have killed the just. You have lived deliciously, right? But it's all coming to an end, man. He should, like brothers always say, man, have a glass while you can. It's the last bit of freedom you're going to get. That's it. You know, so Lord, when in this camp was edifying, all right, we finna go back down by the brothers and, continue on with our night. But before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ba.
Ababa Ba.
Ababa Ba.
Ababa Ba.
Ababa Ba.
Ababa Ba.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.